My name's Arielle Loewen, and I'm gonna walk y'all through what happened in each event at the 2025 CrossFit Games. We got to Albany, I think on a Monday. We were there really early. Games didn't start till Friday. Tuesday was check-in. Check-in was fine, we got a lot of stuff. Wednesday, we had a brief, tested some equipment like the pegboard, we tested the yoke height and the squat rack height. And then Thursday, we had a walkthrough of our first event at Jennings Landing. I really don't do much leading up to competitions. So we got to Albany Monday. Tuesday, me and Dylan went for a 2-mile run. And then Wednesday, me and Dylan went for a 2-mile run. And then Thursday, I just took a break, rested before the big day. Event 1, I think they called it something silly, but when me and Dylan were at the airport, none of the workouts were named. So I actually named this one motorboat.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
gets the people going.
Because you need a good motor to do well on the running, and boat like you're rowing a boat, because it had running and rowing. I like how they lined us up for this one. So if you saw us at the beginning of the race, the men were in front, the women were behind. And the order they chose to line us up in was based on your open placement. So for the first time in a long time, the open mattered. And I think I got 16th in the open, so I was in the front row at a great starting position in the line. I wore a watch for this event because I wanted to know my paces, how fast to go, and 3, 2, 1, go. As soon as I started the watch, I didn't look at it once throughout the whole run. My strategy was to come out really hot on the first 4 miles because I figured if I come out hot, I'll be in a really good position that I could sit my butt on the rower and recover, catch my breath rather than run slow to row fast. You don't really gain any ground rowing fast. This event was released in June, and I was probably the only athlete who didn't try it. Like, I didn't try the 4-mile run, 3K row, any of that. I just practiced interval working and improving my running in hopes that it would pay off. But 3, 2, 1, go, I came out really hot. And I was really pleasantly surprised. I was in control of my breathing the whole time. So I felt amazing, and I pushed the pace really hot from the get-go. After the first 4 miles, I think I came in and was in 5th place, which is really good in a field of runners. And then on the rower, I was able to hold like a 2-minute pace flat. So I think I got off the rower at 12:03, and I was able to just hold on to 5th place the whole event, and I got 5th, which is amazing. And I was super, super proud of that because remember, I am my own running coach. I program my own cardio stuff. So this was a testament to me to see, you're good at programming. Look at how good you got at running. Good job. Here's a 5th place. Super happy with the first event. I wore a watch, didn't look at it the whole time because I was going off feel, not off what my watch said. I knew if I looked at my watch and saw like a 6:45 pace mile, I would say, okay, that's too fast, let's back off. So I just wanted to go by feel and stay in tune with my body and my breathing. And I'd say it paid off. I think I held consistently like a 6:45 mile for 6 miles. Pretty good.
Why are you doing this?
I just felt like running.
I just felt like running.
Event 2. I went into event 2 being a little cocky, I'll be honest. Event 1 went great. I got 5th place, and I thought to myself, I'm good. I just got 5th place in a running workout that I historically should not be good at. Imagine how much more I'm gonna crush all these CrossFit workouts. And I got humbled real quick. This was another one that came out ahead of time, but I did not practice. I just practiced variations of it, but not the full workout in its entirety. And I screwed myself over for that. And I'm my own programmer, so I have no one to blame but myself. But 20 wall walks started, and I went out a little fast. So whenever I picked up the first set of dumbbells with a 70-pounder, it felt ridiculously hard, and I had to put it down at 5 and switch to the other arm. And that's when I knew in my head, I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
And double crossovers felt fine, went onto my toes to bar, but really I was just blown up from the wall walks that it was trying to recover and get my arms back to normal by the end of the workout. I got passed by 2 people right at the end on the very last dumbbell, so that was a little disappointing. Overall, I was not proud of how I executed the workout, and I have no one to blame but myself because I don't feel like I prepared enough for that workout. I was on a high from event 1, how awesome my programming is, that I'm a great runner. And then I got humbled and I was on a low from my programming, not being prepared, not doing good in that event. So coaching, up and downs, the struggles. I think I got 12th place in that one. And I believe had I executed properly and prepared properly, it should have been a top 10. Event 3 was the pegboard workout. And believe it or not, in the home gym, I don't have a pegboard. So before we went to the games, me and Dylan went to Hit for Fit, a local gym in town, and I practiced some pegboards and they felt awesome. I'm talking like 3 touch and go without coming down for multiple sets, multiple rounds. So I felt really confident this event is gonna be great for me. And then I think y'all know the story. The board was really slippery. So for this event, my plan was to maybe do 2 touch and go, 2 touch and go as many as I can. But backstage, we could see great athletes going singles, so we knew something was up. So 3, 2, 1, go, we start this event, and it felt like my feet were just on water. Like they were just slipping on the pegboard, so it got really hard. And I remember at one point, my abs were on fire. And I remember being so confused because I'm like, why are my abs hurting? All we did was 60 toes to bars in the last event. But then I realized, like, I'm holding my legs up like this. My abs are engaged, my hip flexors were engaged, and I was burning here. So it was pretty funny. I did what I could on that event. It is what it is. You adapt on the fly or it's just hard. And it was hard. I was really proud of how I executed it as best as I could in the moment. I remember seeing the leaderboard and being disappointed. I think it was a 15th place. So I was like really proud of my effort because I did what I could do, but it did not reflect on the leaderboard. That was the end of day 1. Started really, really high and really hot, and then got a little bit disappointing and a little bit disappointing. Ended day 1 in, I think, 7th place. Not bad. Always when we're in a new city, we love to eat out in the evening. So day 1, we ended and we went to a like burger beer place right across the street from the venue. And we had an awesome dinner with awesome people, told awesome stories. I mean, as silly as it is, all of our stories were about farting and pooping our pants.
Gross.
Those are the funniest stories. A group came out to watch me at the games, so we hung out with them post day 1. Okay, day 2, I woke up and I just had a horrible mindset. I have no reason why, but I just woke up and did not feel like working out. And I hate that because I train really hard in the gym and our competition windows are only 3 days long. So it sucks that I woke up with a horrible mindset, a horrible mood, but there's nothing I can do but just keep working out and push through it.
Ooh, let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
I'm used to running on the air runner, and the rogue runner was a lot harder. You have to really engage and pull back the track, so it was actually pretty difficult. I remember in this event just trying to soak it up because a lot of people would kill to be on the floor, and I need to be thankful that I'm on the floor. I remember being on the runner and watching Lucy Campbell and Tia race and hearing the crowd erupt and being like, okay, this is a really cool moment. I'm gonna watch and kind of zone out and just keep my running going. Overall, event went great. It ended with 150 feet handstand walk. At the very last 50 feet, I think I passed 3 people and was able to secure a top 10 place in that one. Next event was the back squat event. And this event, you only got what you got. So I really wasn't too worried about it or stressed. I warmed up just fine in the back, hit kind of what I expected to hit. I went 280, 290, almost got 295, just got a little crooked at one point. I remember being excited to hit 290. I really wanted to hit over 300, so I was a little bit disappointed. I didn't have the adrenaline or the push that I was expecting to get 300. Overall though, I wasn't mad about it. That's all I had that day in that moment. I was just disappointed that it was a 25th place. So at this point, day 2 was just mid. Going into event 6 and 7, these were the 2 I was most nervous for because I knew they were gonna hurt a lot. So I went into it dreading it and like the nervousness of pain is about to come. And I remember just getting on the ski erg and they played really good music. My thought process was, pretend you're at your home gym, you're working out with Dylan, you're throwing down with good music. And I said a little prayer, just like, God, change my mindset and let me just push hard and make myself proud. And then I get into the ski erg. I'm not first off the ski erg, but I'm not last. And I get to the chest bar. And one thing I noticed is my chest bars are really fast. Compared to other athletes, I can cycle them a bit faster. So the weight vest was not a problem. I feel like the weight vest actually makes chest bars easier because it limits your range of motion by a little bit. So I only have to bend this much instead of bending a lot more. Came off the chest bars maybe fourth, and then started the burpee box jump overs and just felt awesome. And I could feel myself inching up. I think I was racing Lucy and Tia at this point, and I can hear the announcer saying like, Arielle's catching up, Arielle's catching up. And then I think with only 9 reps left, I was able to pass them. And once I heard I passed them and I can hear Kiki announcing it, it just gave me fire and fuel to go faster and faster. And I ended up winning event 6, throttle up. And it was awesome. And it's so funny because when you're winning an event and doing good, you don't feel any pain, as silly as that is. But I crossed the finish line winning the event, standing up, feeling great. My adrenaline's pumping. I don't feel tired at all. So I'm celebrating, I'm taking off my vest, and then there's still event 7 to go. So I remember celebrating, being excited, looking at Dylan, and he says, Arielle, calm down, sit down, relax, control your heart rate. You still have 1 more event to go. So I was like, okay, you're right. So I sat down, controlled myself, controlled my excitement. Remember, these were 2 events back to back, 200 points on the line. I had just won 100 points, and I thought to myself on our walk back to start event 7, how cool would it be if I won 2 events back to back? It's iconic, I would love to do it. So I did go into event 7 with that in the back of my mind, but I was still pretty fatigued, even though I was excited from the event. So we start the C2 bike. It went fine, went to the muscle ups, got to 14. I did 14 unbroken, and then I got to 20, and then I did 4 and then 4. And I wish I would have got to 14, got to 20, and then did all 8 unbroken. Tried as hard as I could. I did not win that event, but I'm still really proud of the effort. I went first place on part 1 and then 6th place on part 2, which is really what I needed, and it shot me up the leaderboard, and I was able to end the day number 2 in 3rd place. Day 2, after competition, we went out to another fancy, beautiful restaurant. Kendall and Josh, they've been to the games every year I've made it, had a Maserati. So day 2, they picked me and Dylan up from our hotel in a Maserati, drove us to the restaurant, and we probably hung out there for at least 2 hours. Just had awesome food, awesome conversations, awesome people. Then they drove us back, and that was the end of day 2. It's day 3. I woke up in a little bit better mindset, but I still hate how I approached the weekend, how my mind was the weekend, because I remember waking up day 3 and just being like, okay, tomorrow it'll all be over, which sucks because I'm in 3rd place. I feel great. I'm not that sore. I don't know why my mind was so crappy.
Pull yourself together!
Day 3 started with the Echo Bike Yoke handstand push-up event, and I had been practicing all season wall-facing handstand push-ups and strict handstand push-ups because I really thought the days of kipping handstand push-ups were behind us. I really don't practice those much in the gym because I think the risk to injury of kipping handstand push-ups on your neck is just not worth it. So I have no one to blame but myself. I am my own programmer. I was not good at the deficit handstand push-ups, and it showed. And what sucks, those were so hard, but my judge also miscounted my reps. So I'm on the handstand push-ups. At this point, I'm fighting for 3rd place. I'm counting in my head 15, me and my judge are the same. We're on handstand push-ups 18, we're on the same count. We get to where I have 7 reps left, so I should be at 23. And I look over at the little counter clock and it shows 21 reps. And I remember just being like, okay, maybe I'm off, maybe my judge is off. But my judge was counting the same as me, but each time she counted, I think she forgot to click the clicker. She lost track. Look at the board, it said 21, when really I was supposed to be at 23. So I had to go back to 21 reps. I think in total, I did almost 32 to 33 handstand push-ups instead of what should have been 30. Finished the event, finished the bike. And I remember coming off the floor and being like, Dylan, I think my judge was off count. I think I did more. And then he was like, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I know you did way more than 30 because I was on count and then you kept going. And then went and appealed and actually won the appeal. So it is unfortunate, but at least I got a little bit of time back. In the moment, I didn't say anything, I didn't react because all I can do as an athlete is finish the 30 reps that I'm supposed to. And then if CrossFit has to change it, they can change it afterwards. But it was a bit disappointing just being stuck on handstand push-ups and hearing all these athletes pass me and finish on the bike. But it is what it is. Event 9, running Isabel. I was pretty excited for this one because I've learned that I'm pretty quick at cycling a light barbell. By this point, I didn't do that great on the event before, so I knew if I wanted to keep the podium spot, like I have to make some moves, I have to get uncomfortable, I have to push hard. Starting this event, like I can feel fatigued in my spirit, although my body feels great. It's very weird to say. But by this point in the weekend, we had 8 adrenaline dumps. So like you warm up for an event, you have adrenaline, and then you dump it. So like I can just feel the internal fatigue, not necessarily the physical fatigue. Everybody came out really hot on the first run snatches, but I noticed my snatches were cycling faster than others. So I kind of controlled the run, ran a little bit slower so then I can cycle it faster. This event went great. I think I got 6th place and I wish I would have pushed it just a little bit more because I noticed whenever I went back and watched, other athletes were singling or almost failing their snatches at the end, and I still felt great on my last set of 6. So I probably should have just pushed a little bit harder. Going into the last event, I was holding the spot on the podium. Final event has rope climbs in it. And classic, it ends with an overhead walking lunge. I don't have a full rope climb in my gym, so I knew this event was not gonna be great for me because I'm not training rope climbs with the feet at 18 foot much at all. Going into this event, I knew holding on to 3rd place was gonna be hard, but like whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I wasn't stressed about it. In the moment, I can only do what I can do. So I was just gonna put my best foot forward and just hope it's enough to hold on to 3rd place. Pretty early on in the event, I knew like I wasn't gonna beat Olivia. We did 9 thrusters and then 3 rope climbs. After that first round, she was up and down that rope super quick and she was right next to me so I can see her pace. And I just knew like, okay, I can't hang with her. My rope climbs are not that good. I can only do my best and just finish this event and hope it's enough for 3rd or 4th or 5th. So as the event progressed, like I knew the podium was gone, but it wasn't a feeling of sadness or regret or devastation. It was just like, it is what it is. This is physically all I can do. So let's just finish the weekend and see how I end up. Finish the 15 thrusters, do the 5 rope climbs, finish the 21 thrusters, finish the rope climbs, finish the overhead walking lunge, across the finish line. And I just remember thinking, I hope I got 5th. Olivia had crossed and then DB was right after her. And those were the 2 people behind me. So I was like, man, I don't think I did enough to hold on to 4th place, hopefully 5th. As soon as I finished, they took me to drug testing. I got drug testing and then I asked Dylan like, okay, what's the damage? What place did I get? And he told me a tie for 5th, actually. I tied with Maddie Sturt, but because I had won event 6, I won the tie break. So event 10, I have no one to blame but myself. I'm my own programmer. I should have made an effort to do more regular rope climbs, and that's on me. But I don't regret anything that happened in event 10 because that's all I had in the moment. I wish I would have done better in events 2 through event 8, just to give myself more of a cushion going into the final event. As my own programmer, I'm decently pleased with myself. Cardio is good, like I'm really happy with how my cardio felt. But I would say when it came to events that were released beforehand, I should have been more intentional with preparing. So that's on me, and I should have prepared a little bit more for the events we knew that were given to us. But overall, as a programmer, I did good. I'm the 5th fittest person in the world. But it was pretty cool to see, like I almost podiumed again. So you're talking podiuming in 2023 and I almost did it again in 2025. So it's just reassuring that I'm still doing great. I'm loving on my family, I'm prioritizing my family, and I'm still competitive in the CrossFit field amongst some of the best in the world. So that's fun to see because I'm not sacrificing anything to be number 5 in the world. After the competition, we went to New York City for 2 days with Arnie. Spiegel joined us, Dylan was there, and a few of Dylan's cousins, family, and friends. And we just toured the city, and it was so fun. We went to Central Park, we saw the Statue of Liberty, we did all the touristy things. Times Square while we were there. Albany was mid, but New York City was really fun, and Spiegel went team this year, so I didn't get to see her backstage much, so it was really fun to see her and experience her and just travel again with her. It was awesome. Thank you to everyone who cheered for me, reached out for me, prayed for me. Y'all are awesome. I'd say the biggest takeaway from the games was the people. Performance, that'll come and go, but we met so many awesome people backstage, people on the floor who cheered for me, volunteers, judges, all of that really just made the trip awesome. So thank you if you cheered for me, if you sent me an encouraging message. I saw it, I read it, and it really meant the world to me. Thank you to y'all. We have World Fitness Project, end of August. That's what's coming up next, and we'll see what happens.